Anastasia.
Part 2. Okay. Previously on Anastasia Part 1. I couldn't remember if it's a fiction or non-fiction story. I couldn't remember if the Romanovs were real people or not. I couldn't remember the guy's name because all I can think of is Vladimir Putin. And certainly that wasn't the guy's name. But there was a bad guy. Anastasia is a poor girl. She wears a brown coat and a hat. These things have been determined. She also has a grandmother, a secret grandmother, who gave her a secret trinket, which I previously was thinking was the heart of the ocean from the Titanic movie. It's not that, though. It is, I'm pretty sure, a music box with a dancing girl in it. That also feels like it might be a different movie, though. And, like, how does this girl keep that with her? Feels like an amulet is more likely. But also, like, how many movies have magic amulets from 3 generations ago? The person doesn't know what it means and it's actually magic. I think it's a fucking music box. Here's what I don't know. The rest of it. She is like a fun girl who goes on adventures. She's adventurous. She lives in a city of St. Petersburg or Moscow. Probably. And I think she rides a train. At some point she says, there's a boy in it who's friends with her. And he says, I've got 2 tickets to the place. And I think they're as for the train to go to the other place. Oh, maybe they don't live in the big city. Maybe they're going on the train to the big city. Girl. I'll tell you what. Listen, here's the story. My kid used to watch this movie 10 billion times a day, on repeat, day, all day. It was the most watched film at my house for a really long time, and I used to know the whole show front to back, all the words that they said. And how does that disappear from your brain? Nobody knows, but that's the point of these videos. So, she has a boy who helps her out. They're friends. Somehow, some shit is going down in this Romanov family in the government. There's a bad guy who's trying to overthrow them or something. Rasputin? That's the guy's name. But also, he's not a government guy. I think he's like a sorcerer or something. Like that. Rah, rah, Rasputin. Something. No, that was, I just did Lady Gaga. I turned it into Bad Romance. Rah, rah, Rasputin. Da, da, ya, da, da. Gaga. It's Anastasia. Okay, so here's the story. Rasputin is some kind of wizard man. And he's doing crazy magic with their family. Her family's in charge. They live in a fancy place in the fancy big city. Capital place. And she has a dad. There's dad. It's not her dad, though. I don't fucking know who these people are. She's an orphan. Somehow... Oh my gosh, she's a love child? I don't know. Somehow she ate with the family. Maybe she's a love child of the grandmother. Anyhow... She got lost from the family somehow. Turns out she's super rich. She belongs to this family. She gets reunited because she has a magic thing. Does she want to be a ballerina and the grandma's a ballerina? They get reunited and the grandma's like, oh, child, something about the amulet and magic. And there's magic in it. And then she has to defeat Rasputin somehow. And I feel like the castle's burning down. Did I make that shit the fuck up? I don't know, man. I think the castle burns down. Everybody dead. The wizard man's coming. It sounds real scary to me, but she has to take a train to get there. She gets reunited with her grandma. I think somehow somebody saves the day. It's probably that her man. I don't think he's her man. Her buddy. And I know it was good, and I think she was street smart and witty and figured stuff out on her own too. And I think that boy was too. And I think she gets her rightful place at the seat of the throne as a princess of Russia. And that's all I got.